That was an ICE raid that took place in Massachusetts on Thursday. Neighbors were trying to stop these agents from detaining a mother who was with 2 young children, including a newborn baby. Those screams that you heard in that video are of family members, friends, loved ones, watching their lives and their family get ripped apart right in front of them simply because Donald Trump has a vendetta against people who don't look like him, or don't speak like him, or don't pray like him, or don't love like him. And let me just be 100% honest. No BS, because I'm sick of people being nice about this stuff. If you watched that video and you smiled and you laughed and you were happy and you think that this is a good thing, you are a bad person. Your morals are bad, and Donald Trump is a horrible human being for doing this to people. Plain and simple.
So some of the things that we hear on a daily basis is very surprising. Like, it's very, very surprising. I'm a mom, right? And each time I hear stories of mothers being deported, I feel so sad. Okay. Now, let alone a mom who happened to have an infant and she was crying on top of her voices, yet nobody cared. I still took her. This is heartbreaking, you guys. Today's story is a heartbreaking story. Trust me, it's heartbreaking. Okay. Anyway, I'm just going to let some of the videos I've gathered for you guys roll. Then I will come back with the commentary. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. And please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. If you have not already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button to be part of the family. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so that more people can see it. And credit to all creators on this video. So let's go watch some of this clip. Then we come back with a commentary. Let's go.
ICE had a raid yesterday in Massachusetts, and let me tell you, this was the fucking worst shit I've ever seen in my entire life. ICE comes to the front door of this Brazilian descent family of Brazilian descent. So they get there, and when they're asked, hey, where's your warrant? They refuse to acknowledge. They're just like, whatever, we need to go in. You know, doing their ICE shit. Apparently, things start getting out of whack because the neighbors come out and they form a ring around the ICE officers so they can't get out. So they're like, hey, let's call the police because we need, you know, there's some peace. There's ICE officers who don't have a warrant. Things are going to get bad. Oh, they got worse than bad when the police got there. At some point, the girl I showed you guys in the video actually ends up running. They fucking tackled her. And she, like, they put her head to the ground. She's 16, by the way. They grabbed the 16, the little girl in the sweater vest. They end up detaining this 16-year-old girl, her mom, another relative, and their newborn baby. And because this girl was holding her newborn baby and was, like, running away from the cops, and I guess she stepped in front of the cop car, they're charging her for child endangerment. What about ICE? They're protecting their names because you guys know how dangerous it would be for these agents if their names got out. But they also still haven't released what charges this family had as, like, what reasons they needed to be deported.
I was taking a break from doing some work outside my house and went inside and ate some lunch and stupidly scrolled social media. Came across a video of a woman, I believe it was in Massachusetts, who was carrying her newborn and she was being abducted by ICE. Her daughter and her husband tried to intervene. They smashed his face on the ground. They were grabbing the daughter to arrest him. Local residents tried to come out and help, and they were doing this. Listen, these ICE raids every single day, every goddamn day right now, we are waking up to some other just executive order, some other absolute monstrous, horrible event happening in this country. The disregard for the Constitution, literally saying, I don't know if I have to uphold the Constitution. The financial corruption, the racism, everything that's going on is just insane. And our political and military leaders, I'm sorry, man, are absolute chicken shit cowards. You've got an administration right now that could be held accountable for treason. The disregard for the Constitution, the disregarding the law of the land, threatening to deport American citizens. You can hold this entire administration accountable for treason. But our military and political leaders are silent while citizens are out there screaming, putting their lives at risk, their reputations at risk, speaking out against what's going on. We've got to hear, vote, Mr. President. I heard 37,000 people out there. You only heard 8,000. We are not going to let the oligarchy win. The oligarchy won. Won. This country's over. The only thing that will save this country, listen to me very clearly. The only thing that will save this country is when those chicken shit political leaders and our coward, spineless military leaders get together and hold this entire administration accountable for treason and arrest them. That's it. There's no way out of it at this point. This administration, no matter how you vote, is not going to give up their power. They are going to honor the insanity of the Heritage Foundation. They are going to sell this country off to the highest bidder, and you and me are going to be left to suffer. So all of you, All of you politicians who are not screaming for the arrest of this military, of this administration, and all you military leaders who are not screaming and attempting to arrest this administration, you are failing this country. Like I said, you got regular citizens out there screaming and fighting for change, and you're just telling people, call your local politician, do a sit-in, vote, come to my rally. It's the same shit. I'm 57 years old, and it's a merry-go-round, this political system. And you are all cowards, spineless cowards who are letting the people of this country suffer. You are failing America, and that's a fact.
I just saw clips about those ICE raids that were happening in Worcester, Massachusetts. If you haven't seen them, you need to stop what you're doing and go look at the ICE raids that happen in Worcester. And being a New Englander, born and raised from New Hampshire, lived in Massachusetts, lived in Rhode Island, man, the civilians and the neighbors who circled around the women that they were trying to detain, goosebumps, like chills, goosebumps. Even right now making this video, I'm like literally breaking out in hives, getting upset about the fact that this is a big reason why we left. When Trump was running for re-election, I started having nightmares about my husband being detained and profiled. And even though he's Argentinian and not, you know, another kind of Hispanic, he could be profiled and rounded up and sent off somewhere. And he didn't believe it, and he didn't agree and didn't think it would happen. But I would have nightmares almost, not quite nightly, but it was escalating. I couldn't imagine how I would be handling it now. Proud to be a New Englander, so proud of those civilians and neighbors who circled around and tried to protect those women. Again, go watch the video. It's pretty sickening that this is what's happening in the States right now, and that so many people just seem to be turning a blind eye and acting like it's not happening. Like, when are they going to knock on your door?
Abducted a woman off the streets of Worcester, Massachusetts yesterday or today, I think, and stripped her away from her newborn baby. The video is literally horrific. It is so, so sad. And as usual, the ICE agents were dressed as civilians. And I believe they were actually surrounded by civilians and had to call them police. But I've had a theory since the first abduction as to the reason that they're dressed as civilians. And I think that it's probably pretty common theory. I'd bet a lot of us have come to the conclusion that they're doing this so that the regime has deniability in the future for when they lose people. That wasn't our people. That wasn't ICE. That was just that person just got abducted. And of course, it's absolutely ridiculous because they haven't yet denied that those aren't ICE agents. But as they rewrite narratives, which they are doing right in front of our eyes, they will be able to then go back and say, well, that wasn't us. that was random people that abducted them. And that's super grim. And I'm sure that a lot of people came to that same conclusion, but each time they haven't, like, none of these abductions have they been in uniform. What other reason could there be for that?
So I am so freaking hurt somehow by seeing these videos on the internet and watching every detail of it. I have seen it, I saw it last night, and this morning I decided to see it again. Right now, I decided to make video about it because I'm just here wondering why nobody really cares about these children. Okay, you're taking away a mother from the child, or you're carrying the mother and the child, whatever, but that is so heartbreaking to really see. Whenever you see such videos, guys, trust me, it is really, really heartbreaking. Imagine having to carry my child to a place somehow, a place that is called, maybe, what's it called again, like a camp. That's super, super heartbreaking. Seriously heartbreaking. And now taking away a child from the mom is the worst thing ever. I actually thought that the whole ICE raid has stopped, right? I thought that maybe it has calmed down a bit, but I didn't know that it's still ongoing. Seeing this picture, seeing this particular video and people talking about it made me know that this whole thing is real, because the amount of tears and the way the neighbors came out to really, rally around this family so that they don't get to be picked up by ICE, it shows community, but yet they don't care. And for every one of you who voted for this, I guess this is exactly what you wanted. I guess you're happy. I guess you're excited, because seeing all of this is heartbreaking already, right? It's really, really heartbreaking. I feel so sad for these people. I don't know for you guys, the MAGAs, I hope you're excited about it, because this was exactly what you voted for, this was exactly what you wanted. And for some of you come online to say, oh, we didn't vote for this, we didn't vote for mass deportation and all that. You did. You actually did, because he said he was going to do that. He said everything that he was going to do. So you cannot tell us that this wasn't what you actually signed up for. This was exactly what you signed up for. Now, the Latino community that actually voted for this, I hope you're excited also, because your people are continually being deported on a daily. Look at this mom. I don't know, for her, I don't think she voted for this because she's undocumented. So definitely she didn't vote for that. But for every one of you who did, not minding that most of your community members are undocumented, people who left their country, coming over there to find a way to make a living for themselves and that of their family, make their life better, their children's life better. You didn't care that they were there. You didn't care that they were going to be hurt or deported back to wherever they're coming from, that they have not been for years. You didn't care. You intentionally decided to do this to hurt other people. I hope when it comes knocking at your own door, you will not feel sad about it, because definitely the consequences are coming, right? Yes, you're facing it with the whole tariff that is currently happening, the hike in prices and everything. You are facing it, but you're even going to face more. So better get set for when that time will come. I feel so sad for this, guys. But let me know what your thoughts are in the comments. Let's have that conversation in the comment section. Let me take care of this baby. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Please do subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up so that more people can see. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. See you all on my next video. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button right now. See you guys. Bye.